All right. Welcome to Let's Go to the Movies, Movie Talk. And today's episode we have 2019, the worst movies of 2019. The worst, the bad ones, and I don't want to spend too much time on this subject. So let's get this thing going. All right. As you know, this is a much shorter list than the best. The worst, I go with the top 5 or the whatever you want to call it. And then I have 3 honorable mentions. But I got a special category. There's 3 movies we'll talk about in a minute. Right now, let's talk about honorable mentions. First of all, number 3, Captive State. You don't want to see this movie. Okay? Point blank. Oh man, this movie. I don't even want to talk about it. Next, number 2, we have Spider-Man: Far From Home. I'm sorry, man. I don't know how many times we got to tell you, Tom Holland is not Spider-Man. Okay, and 2 movies in, and we got 2 Spider-Man movies, and Spider-Man don't even have his own villain. His villain so far has been Iron Man villains. Okay? So, is it Spider-Man or is the guy filling in for Iron Man? What you trying to do here? Okay? Because his villains, all their storylines had to go with having to do something with Tony Stark, Iron Man. So, come on. That's the best y'all can do. Right. Okay. You can have it. The only good thing about this movie is Zendaya. We need more of her. Less Holland. Alright. Just moving on. Number 1, oh man, honorable mention, Ed Astra. For a movie that's supposed to look good, that's supposed to be good, that looks good on the trailer, this movie is boring and you don't care nothing about what's going on in it. You really don't care about nothing that's going on in it. So maybe I should have watched it again, but the first time was enough. Moving on. We're talking about the top 5. The top 5 worst movies of 2019. Alright, here we go. At number 5, we have Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I know. And it's amazing to me that the people that makes these Star Wars movies, and the people that support these Star Wars movies, these new ones, these 3, it's amazing to me that those people don't get why the majority of the fan base hates those trilogies. I don't understand why they don't get it. I mean, because it's right there in your face what's wrong with these movies and what's wrong with this movie. But they keep making them. Okay? Because not only did they do a lot of the things that people do not like in Rise of Skywalker, they also did it in the next movie, which is number 4 worst movie, Terminator: Dark Fate. Hollywood keeps doing the same thing, and I'm telling you, if you think that you just saw the end of it, you're not. Not in 2020. No. 2020 is a particular year, and you're going to see a lot more of the very thing that is really starting to turn a lot of people off on Hollywood. you're gonna get more of that. And these two movies are back to back, showing that there's more to come because it's becoming the theme in Hollywood. And I don't know what to tell them, man. I'm getting to the point where I'm not spending my money if they're gonna keep going in this direction. Anyway, moving on to number three. Another bad movie is The Wandering Earth. The entire subject matter to me is just, I mean, come on, man, really? Whew. Mm. If you hadn't seen The Wandering Earth for some reason, because I hadn't figured it out, the Earth had to, they had to build these gigantic rockets. I mean, like mountain-sized rockets all around one side of the Earth and blow up all that to get to move the Earth from its orbit to try to find a new place to put it, I guess. Okay, that sounds stupid. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's what the movie is about, man. I mean, the Earth is actually traveling through space, and the the reason why I continue to watch the rest of the movie, I really don't know. I don't know. I wished I hadn't. All right, going to number two. This movie was retarded. This was just a retarded movie. I'm sorry, y'all had to get mad in my language. This movie was retarded. And number two, we have Iron Sky, The Coming Race. Oh boy. If you seen the first movie, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was okay. You know, it was kind of cool. This movie should have came out a couple years ago, but for whatever reason, the studio kept pushing it back. And after I finally got to see it, they should have continued to keep pushing that movie back and never released it. Because this movie is bad. It makes no sense. And it tried to touch on some things that it really shouldn't have tried to touch on. You should just threw that out the window. So I had to put it there. There are certain movies that should never, and I mean never, be remade for many reasons. One reason is because the original wasn't good in the first place. Okay? So, the number one worst movie of 2019, out of much debate, because there was a bunch of bad movies, I'm going with Pet Cemetery, a movie that is not needed, not wanted. I never cared for the originals. I don't care for this new one. I don't like the way it played out. I don't like the way it ended. I don't even like the way it started. Yeah. It's just something about Pet Cemetery that does nothing for me. It has no entertainment value whatsoever. And you talking to a guy who's seen a lot of weird horror, monster, sci-fi, just all kinds of weird stuff. And for some reason, Pet Cemetery just leave me just like, why am I watching this movie? So I'm not gonna try to break none of these movies down. It was a bad year for movies. It was just too many. Make you just wanna like. Okay. As for three other movies that would definitely made the list and push a couple of these movies off the list, but it was because I really didn't watch them all the way through. There was one movie that I didn't watch at all. So we're talking Hellboy was what I've seen so far. I said if there's gonna continue this, ain't no sense in me keep watching it. Men in Black, they just killed that franchise. And the fake Captain Marvel movie, I refuse to refer to that individual as the Captain Marvel. I have my reasons. Anyway, that's enough with this negative stuff. Like I said, I don't like to focus on negative stuff too much. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure some people like some of the movie, but we wasn't talking about some people. We talking about my list, so that's just the way it is. You know, I can't change nobody's mind on their list, so you know, they got their own, I got my own. So there it is, 2019. I'll see you at the movies. You have a good one.
Senden başka sevemem asla başka kız mı? Hepsi palavra, beni terk ettin yar o çocuğa hala kalplisin. Beni unutma, senden başka sevemem asla başka kız mı? Hepsi palavra, beni terk ettin yar o çocuğa hala kalplisin. Sanki aşkım kesti bileği, aktı kanlar, deldi gebeni, sonucunu vardı yine dileği, sözümü tuttum sevdim.